Welcome back to the Wizard Shop, and today we have a really sweet car. I've actually never had one of these in my shop, and today we get to really check out one of these sweet Merkur Scorpios. Let's get started. So no, I did not say Mercury, I said Merkur. This is a 1989 Merkur Scorpio. It is very clean. What are you doing here?
Wizard. I came to check on my Apollo 911. It's running now, and the Murcielago, you've been working on it?
Well, yeah, but I'm in the middle of filming.
What about the Maybach? Little electrical things taken care of?
Yeah, it's ready to go.
Okay, wonderful. What else do I have here? Oh, the Escalade little thing. Did you work on that?
Yeah, where I got the parts ordered on it.
Oh, you're filming?
Yeah, I'm filming.
Mrs. Wizard.
Yeah.
Hi, Mrs. Wizard. Hello. I'm sorry.
What do you think about it?
It's blue.
It's Riptide blue.
No, it's not Riptide blue, but it's blue. A Merkur Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
A European luxury sedan sold by Lincoln.
Lincoln Mercury Division.
Yeah.
Ford of Europe.
A massive, massive fail. But a cool car.
It is a very cool car.
Oh.
Got a little tiny ding here or there.
Oh, no, it is. Has it been painted?
I don't think so.
It's so sparkly.
It looks like it's brand new paint.
Tastes like new paint.
Well, I'll taste the fluids and you can taste paints. How about that?
Oh, it's beautiful. Can you believe this was like the equivalent of $60,000 new?
$60,000?
And nobody knew what the heck it was. I don't really know what the heck it is.
Most people don't. That's why it's here. The guy said a lot of the shops around where he's local, they just like, I don't even know what that is. I don't even want it in my shop.
It looks like a RoboCop Ford Taurus, but it's not. It's luxurious and spoily.
Very luxurious.
Alloys. Oh.
Yes.
Shall we? This is a Wizard video, so you walk around it. She comes off the tripod and starts following you. And
I'm going to open the hood here in a minute. And it's very straight. I'm going to let you try to open the hood, and then I'll show you how to do it.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and move over to the hood opening apparatus. Okay, open the hood.
Oh, hang on. Oh, that's it.
Here's a flashlight.
I'm not putting it in my mouth. Good Lord. Is it this?
Yes, you found it. Amazing. It's under the steering column.
Well, there's a symbol there that says hood, and then it's bright red.
Yeah.
It is different, but...
You did find it. I thought you wouldn't.
Because you think I'm a moron. I'm not that stupid. All right. And under this Ford Taurus engine is a... What the heck is that?
What's really cool about this is that, although it looks like a Mercury Sable or something, it's rear-wheel drive like a Fox Body Mustang.
This way and not
that
way.
It's a 2.9 V6. It has 144 horsepower, 162 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 9.6, and the quarter mile 17.4.
6 seconds. Oh my.
It's kind of cute little engine.
It is cute, and it's definitely a survivor to still see the factory stickers and things under the hood.
Yeah. I see a brake master cylinder that's probably super expensive when it goes out. Mm-hmm. It's all electronic.
Yes. And we have a little thingy here.
Is that like a service? What is that?
Wow. It just shows you little diagrams on how to do things.
That's quite interesting. It doesn't look very hard to work on. You can get to all the spark plugs. You get to everything pretty easily. There's a lot of connectors and things in there I bet would break if you were pretty forceful with them though. They're old.
Yeah, you don't want me to touch it. And I see he's rigged a battery cutoff.
Yep, so in storage he can shut off the battery.
Very nice.
It's had some AC work done on it in the past, I think, and the AC is currently not working, so the guy's tired of the games and he wants to get it fixed right and make his AC work all the time, not just some of the time.
And so it came from far away. I saw the plates on the back, right?
Michigan.
Michigan?
Yeah. All the way from Michigan. It kind of looks like a Fox body up front, but it's not.
It looks like a Taurus, Wizard.
It looks like a Fox body.
A Taurus.
A Mercury Sable.
Okay, sure, but the Merkur Sable had a light bar that went all the way across. This kind of has Taurus lights. I bet these are the same.
It very likely could be. It's called the Ford DE1 platform. Although it looks like a Taurus or a Sable, it's not as far as the chassis is concerned because it's rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, well, the back looks very different and cool. Look at this C-pillar.
That's really cool, isn't it?
Yeah, where's the structure, though? Because normally the C-pillar is kind of important for
It's like
the
a
integrity of the roof, but it seems like there's nothing but glass.
it's like a floating structure in the back.
Yeah.
These are made in West Germany. Yeah, Ford of Europe. They imported like 22,000 of these, and like you said, they didn't sell very well. They competed against the Audi 100, the BMW 5 Series, and the Mercedes 190e.
That spoiler with that 9-second 0 to 60 was very helpful, right?
I'm sure it did. It probably gave that 0.6 on it.
And a hatchback, eh?
Yes, that's kind of like an Escort.
Oh, extra stuff.
Yeah, we got some parts we're going to be installing.
Oh.
There's the service manual.
Workshop manual. How about that?
Amazing. Well, you're not going to find any other information other than that.
All right.
Might as well have the manual. Is that the owner's manual?
No, it's more
Oh,
electrical and vacuum troubleshooting manual.
very cool. Wiring diagram. Wow. All the wiring.
Interesting. Well, no pressure, Wizard, just
No pressure.
as far as getting it right with the other shops messing it up and him being in Michigan.
Yeah, I think it'll go over fine.
The official Ford electrical tape.
Now that's some serious electrical tape. That's like double width. Double girth.
Girthy.
Yeah. That's some seriously girthy tape.
And a bag of weed. Oh, no. Oh,
No,
relays. I'm sorry.
those are switches.
Yep.
Window switches or something.
Yep. Doesn't smell like marijuana.
No.
No. Yeah, window switches. Sure,
We
those
got-
are. There's probably none in the United States because this man has hoarded them all.
There's all 50
all
of them in
50
there.
of them left, and he decided, I'm buying them all. Just so everybody else who owns a Merkur Scorpio is just screwed.
It's hot today. Very humid.
I guess. But a very practical hatchback, huh?
Yes. So it's kind of a mixture of Escort mixed with Fox Body, mixed with Sable, mixed with... It's kind of interesting,
It is. And that's why nobody bought them.
I guess. This really looks Tempo or Taurus over here, the doors. But the seats are definitely not.
Very roomy. And there's a switch. Oh, this is where Mrs. Wizard comes in. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Oh, no. But
Let's find out what that switch does anyway. What is that?
C-pillar.
Maybe the key needs to be on?
None.
Is it a lumbar or something?
Doesn't make any noise.
I have no idea what that does.
But it's very, very comfortable and perforated.
Mm-hmm.
Good fart absorption with perforated leather.
This time with American cars, what, 89, 90, they didn't have seats like this. They were all cloth and very cheap.
I jumped ahead. Sorry.
That's
I
all right.
apologize.
Well, other than that little ding you found, there's really not a whole lot of damage on this car.
Probably one of the nicest ones surviving in the world.
I wouldn't want to have to buy body panels or any of the lower valance panels or anything like that for it.
No.
Is that glass? Plastic. All right, well, we looked around the car, a little bit of information about it, and now it's time to hop into the interior and let Mrs. Wizard do her tour.
So welcome back, ladies and gents, and yes, I'm hanging out with these crazy guys today. You can see this thing has 144,000 miles on it. It's really, really impressive for as great as it looks and the high miles it has. It's definitely been a garage princess. Look at that dash. And Tyler, Those are not. They're not that kind of pump. You know, these are for the seats. For the seats.
Thank you. It's not mine, honestly. It's not mine. I was thinking about it was taking your blood pressure right now, but it's probably for lumbar.
Yes.
Right? I wasn't going to go there, Mrs. Wizard, but my
Well,
goodness.
you know. But no, I do think there's something amiss with them, because as you were playing with them a second ago, I was feeling air hitting the back of my leg. So I think the Wizard has a little bit of work to do, because I do not think that is an air conditioner for the back of my right foot. Otherwise, looking really good. Got some wood accent on there. Got the perforated leather on the other side of Tyler over there. There it is.
Yeah, very premium interior for the late 80s. This is nice. You can see why it was so expensive. Even heated seats.
Yeah. I had an 89 Grand Prix, and it was nothing like this.
Oh, no.
No, nothing. It does have a very classy cassette player here. And if we go to the center console, this is the tiniest center console I think I've ever seen, but it has a very nice spot for your cassette tapes as well.
Got a Jaguar looking key to it, and it has a BMW flashlight on it.
So they have definitely stolen from a few different makes, models to...
Yeah. Oh, it even has the fob. Look at that.
Lou.
Lou. Hi, Lou. This is a Survivor. My goodness.
I would hate to try and find a key like that today. Oh my gosh. That would be crazy.
There's even a little display up here for the clock. It's
Yeah.
bled a little bit, but it's kind of working.
Kind of see it. Does look like it has been added in for a cell phone microphone there. Otherwise, headliner's looking good. And there's not a lot of headliner in here because we have a lovely moonroof, and the back does look just as good as everything else. A lot of cream in this. Cream ceiling, cream leather, with some black piping on there as well. Tyler, I think we should probably go, maybe put this on the lift so you can not pump these up too much.
Okay, yeah, it's like the shoes. If you pump them up too much, they explode, right?
Yeah.
These old Reeboks, right?
Let's get this in the air.
How'd your underparents fare a couple of weeks ago after that?
I had to get new ones at home.
Oh, yeah, that was lovely. Thanks for leaving that in, Mrs. Wizard. That made my day.
It rumbled the camera.
Anyway.
Okay, you ready? So we'll go ahead and get this thing up in the air. Unlike other automotive YouTube channels, we don't just walk around it. We actually get it on the lift and look under it. And I've never actually seen underneath a Merkur Scorpio. Have you?
No.
So
No.
Well, we will today.
That's something I never knew I wanted, but now I want to.
Well, let's do it.
Yes.
I think it's pumped up enough, so let's go ahead and get it up. This little trim piece is pretty flimsy here. I guess it's still there though.
Probably unobtainium.
It did come from Michigan, so I imagine we'll see a little rust underneath.
Yeah, but looking very modern.
Yeah, it's got a nice steering rack.
Yes, and struts.
Struts, KYB GR. There's our little V6 engine. There's our radiator and our condenser right here. Everything's nice and dry there. There's our new AC compressor, someone else has put on in the past.
And that's what it's here for.
AC does not work.
Poopy pants.
Check our brakes out, they look good. Nothing loose there. There's no sway bar links, it's just directly into the control arm. That's pretty cool. Move to this side. It's like a little wire or something. What is that? It's a brake pad wear sensor. Supposed to go to that. We'll have to repair that for him. Some little something hanging there. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. But then this engine layout is very old school, huh?
Yep, rear wheel drive.
Yeah, with the oil pan and the trans pan, it looks...
Here's our A4LD transmission. It's an automatic 4-speed.
It's sweating a little horsepower there.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's not bad. It's
Yeah.
not dripping anywhere.
You would tell me to fix it and charge me $800, and
Probably.
you're telling this guy to just leave it alone.
I'd probably charge you $1,000.
Oh, thanks.
Looks like there's a little bit of rust here. I expect that from Michigan.
Yeah, well, the brake lines is the scary one.
Yeah, we may have to replace a few of these little brake lines here. Looks like some exhaust bolts have been replaced in the past.
Yeah.
Look, a drive shaft on an '89 car.
Right.
Kind of neat. It's in good shape. Here's our cat. And in Wichita, they're stealing these like crazy, aren't
They're
they?
stealing them everywhere.
They're actually selling cages you can weld on.
Yeah, I met a guy that got a Prius for free because he bought the car, it was an ex-taxi, for $1,500. Then he sold the cat for that much and then just put in a used one. Or not a used one, aftermarket one that's cheap.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. Rare metals.
Yep. The drive shaft looks new. There's the label.
Mm-hmm.
It's been replaced.
This thingy looks nice and new too.
A fuel filter. Ford fuel filter. There's some more Michigan crust.
Yeah.
The exhaust looks new. I guess from those bolts back that we talked about, it's all been replaced. Here's our rear differential.
What in the heck?
It's got some paint
Yeah.
on there.
And the rear shocks are little boys.
That needs to be tied up.
Yeah, that's a lot of extension there.
Yeah,
It
it
just
is.
seems much longer than a normal shock.
Yeah. Sway bar link there. It's good. CV boots are good. Somebody's painted the back of these.
Yeah.
Make it look more presentable. Nothing loose there. And nothing loose there. Here's our exhaust coming out the back, just one single exhaust. It's a little crusty, but it's not bad.
It's a car.
It's a 1989 with 140,000 miles on
It's
it.
a car. Yeah.
Let's get this thing back on the ground. Pretty neat car though, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now I need air conditioning, Wizard.
It's hot in here. Normally we have fans going and an evaporative cooler, but we don't want those things running while we're filming because you guys don't want to hear the whole time we're filming. So there's a lot of parts on here you probably would have to dig really deep to find. And then there's a lot that are probably just common Ford parts.
Yeah. Well, kudos to the owner for keeping this thing going and preserving it, because I'm sure it takes a lot of commitment and yeah, it's an oddball. I haven't seen one probably in years.
Yeah, I've seen some on the road going by, but I've never seen one like up close. I've never had one in the shop, obviously, until today. So definitely glad we get to check it out. Euro Asian Bob actually said they have manual versions of these, a 5-speed.
Urination, yes.
Euro Asian.
He had a few.
Yeah. Yep. So this one happens to be an automatic, and it is really, really clean. So I'm glad you guys got to check it out. We're going to be doing a lot of work to this, air conditioning and some various other things in the interior. And before we get started, I thought you guys would check it out because just like we just said, they're very rare and very hard to come by. If you're curious what kind of tools we're going to use on this, check my Amazon affiliates link in the description below. We get a small cut. Make sure you hit the subscribe button because you don't want to miss out on really sweet cars like this or all his cars that are in the shop broken right now.
Yes, there's several cars, yes. Thank you for reminding me how much money you get.
Yep, thanks for watching.